heading. All right. Uh, is there anything on the chat box? You may unmute yourself and speak. Am I clear till here?
Yeah.
All right. Well and good. Moving forward, Americans usually use resume, whereas Britishers use CV. The word CV is usually used by Americans uh, and Britishers, but the word resume is used by Americans. Now, the very purpose is resume is basically the whole summary of your career so far. It emphasizes on skill, but your curriculum vitae, whereas your CV basically includes your qualification, previous job details or work experience, skill, interest, aim, life achievement, position of responsibility, and other such academic accomplishments. Now, for applying to any kind of non-profit organization and any public sector or any industry, you will write a resume. You will not write a CV. But for usually academic positions, fellowships, or grants, you will write CV and not resume. All right. Now, resume is something, for example, if I'm applying for a tier 1 law firm, I will amend my resume. Before I was applying for Salman Khurshid, now I want to apply for a tier 1 law firm dealing specifically with corporate law. I will write a specific resume, right, for that firm. But curriculum vitae, that is something which you will not amend. All right. So make sure that your resume can always be amended. Can always be amended, whereas your CV remains the same throughout. Okay. So basically, a resume is a concise, straight to the point document prepared with an aim of applying for the particular job or industry. Coming to my next slide, curriculum vitae is a detailed document which highlights your career journey by degrees in a reverse chronological manner. So make sure that whenever you're preparing a curriculum vitae, you are writing your latest thing first. So for example, I have completed internship last month in Legal Zems. Before Legal Zems, I was an intern at Lok Adalat. Before Lok Adalat, I was an intern at Salman Khushi. So the latest thing will come first, then my Lok Adalat, then Salman Khushi. Am I clear? Am I clear till here?
Yeah, ma'am. Yes.
Is there anyone else also hearing apart from him? Moving forward, there are certain important points to remember whenever you are writing your CV. So, always in your CV, whenever you're applying for internships, the very first thing is your CV represents you. This does not mean that you will put a photograph of yourself. That is something it tells about your achievements, your skill, your interest. So, work hard on your CV, and whatever you are writing in your CV must also be truth, because the first HR round of a job or an interview will be based on the CV. It will not be a technical round, it will always be a HR round. All right. So make sure that you work hard on your CV. Tell the employer who you are and what you want. You may also include your personal profile that tells the employer about who you are and what you're looking for. So, for example, if you're applying for a tier 1 law firm, which particularly deals with arbitration, you can state that recently you have done a course on an arbitration and this is a subject which interests you the most and you're looking forward to intern with it. All right. Then again, spelling and grammatical errors must not be there. So whenever you're writing a CV, make sure that you ask any of your senior member to, just go through it. Why am I saying you this? Because you know that you have written all things, but the other person does not know. So for other person it is something new, right? So for example, if you are sending me, if any of you are sending me the CV, that will be the first thing which I will get to know about you. So that must not be fake, that must be true. So make sure that there are no grammatical errors that leads to a poor impression on the part of the hirer or the employer. ठीक है, make sure your CV is well highlighted. You use good font style. I would recommend you to use Calibri, Corbel, Cambria, or Times New Roman. Usually, Calibri or Times New Roman are used. Make sure that you restrict yourself to justified alignment and size not exceeding 12. Usually, in a CV, it's either 11 or 12. Make sure that the line spacing is 1, 1.5 and not exceeding more than that. All right, make sure to use bold, use underline, whatever it is to highlight your headings and subheadings. Then, whenever you are sending your CV to an employer, to a hirer, to a recruiter, in electronic format, in a mail, in a WhatsApp, always, always, always convert the same into PDF. This is the thing which is being recommended. Word files usually do not get opened, it looks very clumsy. PDF is being recommended, so make sure you always use PDF. Then there are certain don'ts for a CV. Do not tell lie, of course. Why I'm saying you not to tell lie? Because may your CV in a first year or second year, if you are in your first year or second year, of course it is not going to be more than one page or one and a half page. So please make sure not to tell lie. Do not boast, because if your interviewer asks you, you say that you have taken part in JSUB moot court competition and have secured semi-finalist rank. And JSUB may usually they have a page that all the list of achievers are there, and you are bluffing. You are telling a lie. So usually make sure not to tell lie, because if the interviewer cross checks your work, you will be get caught. You can also be get caught when you are giving the interview. So, for example, if you say that you have worked in Saman Khushi and you just write a random thing there and state that you have filed a divorce petition, and you don't know what it is, what a divorce is, or you do not have particular knowledge about it. That's the reason I'm saying you do not tell any lie, because when you tell the truth, you will know that what work you have done, and you will not bluff the interviewer. All right. So do not add fluff. Always ask yourself, is this going to help you to get a job or get an internship? If you think that if you write this, you will get a job, write it down. If you think that no, I should not write this, do not write it. Now, there's one thing which I would recommend you all to do. Make sure that whenever you're applying to any particular firm, any particular lawyer, if you are applying for a criminal lawyer, make sure to add all the things, all the kind of criminal activity, all the kind of curriculum, criminal works you have worked under. For example, you have worked under very well known criminal lawyer, or even if you have worked under a lawyer in which you have done work relating to IPC, CRPC, or anything like that, add that. I hope I'm clear with it. So, for example, if you are applying to me, I'm a criminal lawyer, and then in that case, you have to write all the points related to things which I want. I I do not deal with corporate law. Your CV must not represent that you're good at corporate. I want to hire someone who is good at criminal law. Make sure that you edit your CV that way. All right. Do not add photograph. Do not add your college logo. Please, in most of the CV, I've noticed that they add photograph, add their college logo, add their college ka name as their watermark. Do not do that. Please do not do that. Also, in your CV, do not mention the salary or the benefits which you wish to have, or if you wish to get a stipend in your internship or not. Do not mention the same in your CV. Now, there are certain mistakes which are usually done that will, kill your internship, or you will not be landing up with a job. So the very first thing, not doing the part of research. I have already mentioned this. Please, whatever organization you are applying to, research what kind of experience they want, what kind of skills they want, what kind of qualification they want, and then apply. Usually, when you are there is a vacancy in any of the law firm, and the same is you are supposed to apply the same by Internshala, or you are supposed to apply the same by LinkedIn. In that case, they ask you for experience. ठीक है, usually a job application में. So make sure that you abide by it. If the recruiters want someone who is well experienced, do not apply to it. For internships, I would request you, I would really guide you and state that if you are applying for an internship by mail or any person you are applying under, beg him, call him, email him, not more than two, not more than three times, but beg him, call him, email him as much as you can because you want an internship. So please do your part of research. If you are applying under criminal lawyer, your CV should not say that you have been good at corporate. ठीक है, तो उसी हिसाब से you are supposed to edit your curriculum within. Now poor readability, that recruiter or the HR might find it quite difficult to read your CV, so make sure you use easy words, easy understandable words. Do not use big paragraphs. Make your CV short. Make your sentence short. CV, I would always recommend not to exceed more than 2 pages. Please, I know you're first year law students. You will wish to have lengthy CVs because even as a first year law students, I always wanted my CV to look good. I wanted my CV to be 3 pages, 4 pages, but no, 3 page, 4 page, no one will feel like reading as a recruiter or a HR. So please restrict yourself to 1 page, 1.5 to 2 page maximum. Even CV can be lengthy, provided you have good achievements, but do not exceed more than 2 pages. Write short forms. All right, write short sentences. Now, this is the hyperlink which I have posted. As a first semester student, you definitely can build your CV this way. You can refer to the hyperlink. The PPT will be sent to you by tonight. So you can refer this hyperlink and check the same out. Another thing, whenever you are preparing a CV, you have to write a mail, right? So whatever mail ID you are writing, make sure that your mail address is professional enough. You as a 8th standard student, when I was creating my email ID can be I am mad or Ranjli is rocky, could be. You cannot do that. Now, why I say this? Because it does not look professional. Another thing which I did from my third year onwards was I created a different email address for my professional use only. For my college work, I had different email, but for my professional works, now professional works includes applying for internships only. So I had a different email ID for that purpose. You all must do that because it's very handy. Also, always remember whatever email ID you are using to send your CV to the recruiter or to the HR, that email ID must only be mentioned in the CV. So I am using email ID pranjalipandia@gmail.com. Okay, I'm using this particular email ID to send my cover letter and my CV attached to Khaitan and Khaitan. Okay, but whatever my CV will obviously include email address. That email address must always match with the email address which I have sent them. Am I clear with this point, everyone? Am I clear to here?
Yeah, ma'am. Clear.
All
Yes,
right,
ma'am.
great. Now, coming to CV cliches, things like hardworking, team player, these are words which I would not suggest you all to use. You are only to use such words when you are giving an interview. Okay? Uh, but in your CV, do not use such words that I am a good team player, I am strong at communication, and things like I am good at Microsoft Teams, I'm good at MS Excel. A person cannot be good at MS Excel. You are all right because you're not a computer engineer, but you're a law student. You can definitely write that I've done certain course on arbitration, and this it can help me out in my so and so activity. But please make sure not to use such words like hardworking, good communicator. Again, as stated before, your CV must not be too long. Restrict yourself to only 2 pages. Coming to things which you are supposed to include. Now, this two PPTs, I'll move quickly. Then I will show you as to how you are supposed to prepare your CV in a Word file. Now, these are sections which you can include in your CV, basic sections or optional sections. Now, basic sections are something which you have to include. So, the very first is heading your name, email address, postal address, or LinkedIn hyperlink. Okay? Then you have email address. This email address must always match with the email address which you are using to send the mail. Am I clear? Then I have my phone number. Please, please, please only add one phone number. Add the number in which you have WhatsApp. All right. Now I'm saying this because most of the time recruiters find it very difficult to connect to you, maybe due to network issues. They can WhatsApp you. You never know. So make sure whatever phone number you are adding, that number works and that has WhatsApp in it. Okay. Second thing, education will be your second heading. All academic degrees, all institutions, 10th class, 12th class, and your BA, LLB, BB, LLB, BCom, LLB, whatever you are doing, will include the name of the institution, city or state, year of passing, CGPA, and percentage or ongoing. If you are still in your BA LLB, you will write ongoing. If you know your marks till your say second year, in that case you will write your CGPA, and in brackets you are supposed to write till second year. Am I clear till here, everyone?
Yes.
You can write the same in the chat box because I have joined through another phone. All right, great. Moving forward, you will the third heading would be relevant work experience. That would include the name of the organization you have worked under, or the name of the lawyer or advocate, AOR, whoever it is you have worked under, starting from date and then the last date, or the number of months or years you have worked under. Then publications, presentations, academic achievements, honor, and awards. Now, this heading will never include participation. Your CV cannot include participation. Participation तुम कितने चीजों में करते हो? You have participated in n number of things in your entire life. You cannot, even if you have a certificate, you cannot in your CV put a certificate of a webinar. You cannot in your CV put a certificate, participation certificate. Please, please, if you have qualified for quarters, if you have qualified for a quarter finalist, you have qualified for octa finalist in your moot court, and you have a certificate for that, then definitely you can, because that is a kind of achievement. Provided if you do not have any other achievements, but please do not in your CV never ever put a participation certificate or participation. And secondly, do not put webinars certificate also, that you have attended so and so webinars. During the COVID pandemic, we had so many webinars, and all the all the portals claimed that yes, we are giving you participation certificate, and that's for rupees 50. Please, 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 they have no value. That is only for your personal experience. The interviewer has no interest in it. All right, but yes, internships ka you have work experience, you have work experience of 15 days, 21 days, so please add that. You can also add if you have attended a very well known workshop which have been going on for 7 days, 3 days lagatar in your college, you can write the same. But webinars participation certificates are not being entertained. They look very bad in your CV. Okay. Then you have optional sections. I would not recommend you to write these, but only in case if you are involved, if you do not have anything, any achievements or academic records, then you can write any kind of community or involvement you have done in your college life. Now, community here would include, for example, you can be a part of music or cultural committee. You can be a part of moot court committee. That basically shows the kind of teamwork you have done in your college life. All right, so you can write the same down. Any kind of NGO you are a part of, any kind of non-organization activity you have done, you can write the same, provided you do not have any achievements or honors. Only in that case you can write these things. Now, certification usually there are many certification courses coming up, but certification courses of well-known organizations. Usually, you know what, Shardon Amalchan Mangal Das have their own ADR ka, uh, certification courses. There are various other courses, kind of certification courses, which various organizations provide. Make sure that you attend them. You can write the same. There's no hard and fast rule that you cannot. You get a certificate for the same, and they go on for 2 months, 1 month. You can write the same after your qualifications and skills. That's it. So, what sections to include in your resume? This is resume. This was CV. This is resume. This is not a part of today's activity, but just for your information, I have put the same. So here you are adding your heading objective. This is not there in your CV. You can add your objective, education, and then work experience. Your internships, other achievements are not included in resume. All right, am I clear till here? Is there any
Yes,
doubt
ma'am.
with respect to the PPT I've shared? Now I'll quickly give you 30 seconds. If you are joining through your laptop, open your laptop and open the Word document. I will wish if you, it will be good if you all can, after this session, share your CV and so that I can analyze the same. So, for example, now I'm just creating a one-page CV, one-page sample CV. After that, Achal, Prasad, there are many others in the meeting. If you wish, you can share your screen and show the CV which you have prepared so that I can, cross check just for your benefit if you wish to. Or else I will end the session after this. Is my Word document visible to everyone?
Yeah, ma'am, it's visible.
Quickly respond to the same. I hope you all have switched on your Word document.
Yes, ma'am.
Shall I start, everyone? You may write the same in the chat box. All right, great. Moving forward. Now, this is how I would like to prepare or see anyone with a CV. I will check all my font size, font style, and my alignment at the end. I will just prepare a rough now. I'm pressing Ctrl plus E, and my cursor is at the center of the screen. I am writing, uh, let me pick a name. I'm writing Pankaj. Pankaj, please tell me your full name. You can unmute yourself and write. Say,
Pankaj Yadav.
Pankaj Yadav. Email address, please. You may
SHAH.
write, I will just
Okay.
create a random email address.
Okay. Okay.
Contact details. Uh,
You can put random.
yeah, of course. Now, in the world of 21st century, I will not suggest you to write postal address. What instead you can do here is you can put a hyperlink of your LinkedIn ID, and you can put this. Now whenever you put a hyperlink just like this, it appears as blue. If whenever you add a hyperlink, you're supposed this will also appear as blue. So whenever your recruiter or HR opens your CV in PDF, he looks at your name. यहाँ पे जैसे हाथ आ रहा है, you can all see. If I press Control key, I will be followed towards the link. Here also a single hand comes, and you can all refer to the Pankaj Yadav profile. All right. Then after this,
Yeah.
these are three things which are mandatory. Now I'm saying LinkedIn because LinkedIn is used a lot. If you wish, there is no hard and fast rule. You can write the postal address. Usually you write the postal address whenever you are, applying for foreign institutions or any kind of workshops. Then definitely you can go for postal address. All right. I will write educational qualification. This is the only thing which I usually prefer using because it comes out straight. Now, here I will use table for my educational qualification. The very first thing would be the oh, there should be four columns. The very first thing is my name of the institution. If you wish, you can write this as the heading. I will not suggest you to write this as the heading when your CV is exceeding 1.5 page or 2 pages. If you have no idea, if the same is exceeding, do not write. If the same is not exceeding, just to increase the page, you can. So here comes the name of the institution. Then comes the year of passing. Then comes the CGPA. Please check the alignment. This is how you're supposed to write. All right. So, what was the name of the institution, Pankaj, you studied in? Currently, you are studying, say, you are studying in NLU, Patiala. Okay. Year of passing is your 2023. 2020 to 2025 if your law course is of 5 years. Then your CGPA is say 8.5 CGPA, usually, and so on. This is your recent. So if you do not know your CGPA and it's year 2025, in that case, you can write ongoing. So Pankaj does not know his CGPA and he is writing ongoing. Then you will write your 12th class. Your what which you, for example, you have studied in Kendriya Vidyalaya. Yeah, really. Year of passing would be 2018 to 2020. How much score? 87%. And then again here you will write your 10th class. Do not write your 10th class when you are applying for job. You have to write your 12th, you can write your degree, you can write your masters. When you're applying for PhD, remove your 12th class also. You will only write your degree and then your masters. Am I clear? Everyone till here? Is there
Um,
any kind of doubt?
can you kindly repeat?
When you are applying for masters, you usually, when you apply for private universities like that of Symbiosis Christ, whenever you're applying for masters in abroad or Indian private universities, do not write 10th class. All right. Even for jobs, make sure not to write 10th class. All right. You will only write 12th and then your degree. When you are applying for PhD, do not write 12th class, write only degree and masters. Am I clear?
Yeah, ma'am, clear. Ma'am, but I have a doubt.
Go
So
ahead.
when we'll write the about the 10th class, like for
You are
what we
applying for
applying?
internships now. You are in your first year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year. You are applying for
Yeah.
internships. You will write 10th class, you will write 12th class, and then in your degree, you will write ongoing. Right? Am I clear now?
Okay, okay, right. Okay.
Then again, I'm writing publication. If Pankaj has any well known publication in a research paper and he has any kind of ISSN number, then in that case you can write. So, for example, I am writing a random publication number, but always make sure to use bulletin. So, I'm writing uh, hmm, Pankaj Yadav, right, has written a paper on marital rape and marital rape at international. Also, I will not suggest you to write short forms for and any other things.
Okay, so we can't use the short forms.
Prefer not using it.
Okay.
ISN number is of usually 8 digits, so this is a random digit I'm putting in. All right, is this clear? And so on and so forth. Publication, if you do not have any publication in a research paper or a research paper, you can write publications and then write law journals and blogs. All right, am I clear till here, everyone? And then so on and so forth, you will write whatever if you have any other publications. Pankaj Yadav has many publications in a well known. Uh, I will do the editings at the end.
And for example, we haven't wrote any journals or blogs, so we'll omit that part, right?
By the end of 5 years, I'm sure you will have to write at least any good well known blogs or articles. So if you do not have any publications in your first or second year, do not hesitate. In third year or fourth year, you will write one. So please make sure to at least write one good research paper in your entire law course. If you do not have, do not write this as your subheading after educational qualifications. I'm putting educational qualification and using this so that it looks good. I'm clear till here. Now Pankaj wants to do any internships. This is so. If you have any workshops, you may write the same as another subheading. So any kind of workshops which you have attended would be another subheading. I have attended one in GNLU, which was on Rohingya refugee. So you can write the same. If any kind of workshops your college conducts, you can write the same. If you do not have any workshops, please write internships. Instead of internships, it would be good if you write relevant work experience, or you can also write internships. Internships. Now, internships is something which I cannot create for you, but there is this one thing which I would like to tell you. Yes. So internships may you the very first thing. Interned under advocate Diljit Titus, and as stated before, the very recent internships would be said first. All right. So my Diljit Titus was the last internship I have done. Titus and Co. Here I'm using a short form because the company used this short form only, or else I wouldn't have used. So Titus and Co. New Delhi. Full stop. I will put space bar. I will use third bracket and write 2 months, or I can do and write from 2021 to 2022. I have to keep a look on this because the same must come in one line like this. Make sure to use bold throughout this and then again check your alignment. All right. After this, do not put another bulletin. In one or maximum 3 lines, you are supposed to state what you have done under this internships. So I can state that assisted, and this will not be in bold, assisted in drafting of writ petition, preparing case briefs or synopsis, assisted in preparing opinions, and assisted in research work relating to municipal laws and other related laws you have worked under, mining laws, infra, UCTUI, infra, Steve. What is this? क्या लिख दिया था infra, structural laws and environmental laws. Not more than 3 lines. Am I clear? If you have specifically worked under section 13 of filing of writ petition, please mention the same. Assisted in drafting writ petition for divorce relating to cruelty. You can write the same. Another thing which I would like you all to know, you can put one in this and then two here and then three here. Am I clear, everyone? Check the alignment. Make sure you adhere to justified as of now. Am I clear till here? This is how you
Yeah,
are supposed to write internships for everything. I cannot write internships for everything. So this was your latest internships, and that is why it comes first. Then, for example, if you have worked in your summer internship, this was my winter internship. So if you have worked in summer internships, if you have done anything online, please mention, like here I have mentioned New Delhi. If it's online, please mention online here. Or you can also write virtual mode. Am I clear?
yes,
Am I clear, everyone, till here? So, internships, instead of writing using this bulletin, you can also write 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So that it looks good. Do not exceed more than 3 lines. Do not write in point wise like this. If you want to write in point wise, write one here, write two here, three here. All right. Then after internships, again, it will come as if you have done any kind of pro bono work, if you're a part of any community, that would be another subheading, and you will write points. Again, for your, if you have any kind of position of responsibility, since you are a first year law student, you will not, I don't think you would be a member of any moot court team or debating team. But if you are, well and good. If you are not, in your school, if you have been a captain, if you have been a prefect, or if you have had a good position there, that you can write in position of responsibility, put a bulletin and write that captain of a sports captain from so and so date in class 10th or class 9th. But after your 5 year law course, please do not write any kind of school awards, any kind of English grammar awards, Spell Bee awards which you have received. Do not write, this is your curriculum vitae. You can write hobbies if you want to exceed pages, but I will not suggest you to add hobbies. This is only for professional work. You are not applying for an internship related to your hobbies. When the interviewer asks you, please mention, but do not mention hobbies in your CV. So I'm clear with the headings. The very first thing is
Yeah, ma'am.
education,
Yes.
publication, internships, and position of responsibility would be your last. Am I clear? Now I'll just edit the same. Here it can be one. I'm using Times New Roman for all in size 12. I am deleting this. This is something you have to keep in mind. Please check the line spacing. Here I am using line spacing as 1.5 or 1.15 so that it looks good. I will not suggest you to add borders. Do not add borders in your CV. This is all you can do. If you want, you can use this bold if you want to highlight the same. Do not use italics, bold, and underline would do. Am I clear till here? After this, position of responsibility and no personal details. If you all want, you can send your CV to Legal Zems ID and the same can be reviewed by tomorrow, only if you wish to. If you have any query, you may raise the same now, or else we'll end the session.
Ma'am, like there we mentioned that we did the internship from this date to this date. So
Yes.
can we add that we did for 21 days or something?
It's good if you add dates, na? You can write 21 days, but it's good if you add from when to when onwards. And also, there's one thing which I would suggest you. For example, if you are doing internship in the month of November, from 1st November to 30 of November at Legal Gems, just for example. But along, and this is an online internship. Okay? But you're also doing another internship from 1st of November to 30 of November in another platform that is also an online internship. Please either choose any one of it in whichever thing you wish. Choose any one because the recruiter may ask you, how can you do two internships at one time? Are you so multitasking that you are able to handle academic works and
Right,
do two
right,
internships? So so please make sure to add the internships which you have learned a lot, in which you have worked a lot. Okay? So there's you even if it's thing in even if it's an internship where you being a first year or second year, they must have not given you work, but in whichever internships you have gained work, gained efficient work, any kind of research work, drafting work तो मिलता मुश्किल होगा, but anything which you have learned, if you have learned any kind of activity, if you have learned wrote articles, wrote research papers, anything, please write it down. Most of the on-field internships work also. I was working in Titus. I, I I was given a work every Saturday to write an article. So please, even in good law firms, they ask you to publish articles, they ask you to write articles. Write them down. What article you wrote on, if you wrote an article on death penalty, custodial death, anything, any related works, please write it down. Also, there's another thing which I can tell you. Whenever you are writing a cover letter, for example, if you want an internship in Khaitan, you're writing a cover letter, please specify as to why you want to do internship there, what interests you the most. Cover letter is something which you can change from mail to mail, but CV you cannot, right? So please make sure to write a very good cover letter. Also, another thing, subject of the mail should be short. I will just write the subject of the mail. You are asking for internship, you will only write application for internship. You will only write application for internship. You will only write this in capital letter as the subject of the email. Then if you know that in whichever internship you're applying to and the HR there is a lady, please greet her with respected ma'am. If you know, only if you know. If you do not know, you can write greetings. Do not write dear. I will not suggest you to write dear. Please write greetings, or write respected sir slash ma'am. You can write it like this: respected sir slash ma'am, and the spelling of ma'am is like this. Please do not write ma'am like this. Do not write it like this. All right. Also, in the cover letter of your email, mention all the details. You are supposed to state that I am Shweta Tiwari or I am Pankaj Yadav and I'm currently studying in my second year of law course, and I'm doing my law from so and so university. I am a keen learner and I really wish to apply for this internship because your internship would help me build my skills, build my drafting skills, and so on and so forth. ठीक है? Or if you think that अच्छा यहाँ पे सलमान खुर्शीद सर हैं, I want to apply there, and you also know any one person who is working as an associate and you have seen certain works of them, you can state in your mail that it would really be humble of you if you can appoint me as an intern. I really wish to work under so and so associate, looking after his work experience, and the same would help me build my skills and other related research work. Please, the cover of your mail should be short. Write all the details. Whenever you are writing your cover mail, you can also state your phone number. Again, the phone number should match with the one you are writing in the CV. Your email address through which you are sending must also match with the email address which I have written it there on the CV. Please abide by the same. LinkedIn, keep uploading your LinkedIn is a very depressing website seeing achievers, but yes, so on and so forth, you can update your LinkedIn. Also, there are various other websites in which you can check. There's a website called Loctopus. There's a website called Kanuniyat. There's a website called Live Law. There's a website called Niti Shastra. There are various n number of websites in LinkedIn which you can go through and give you online as well as offline internships. So that is something you can work upon. Another thing which I would like to tell you is whenever you're applying for internships, apply at least prior to 3 months. If you're applying for a well-known internship, apply prior to 3 to 4 months. Summer internship जैसे ही खत्म हुआ, you can start applying for your summer internships. Please call them, beg them, go to their office if you wish to, ask them for internship. They cannot say no, I'm sure. If they're not paying you, I'm sure they will not say no. If they are definitely paying you, they can say no. But if they are not paying you, there are very rare chances that would say no. Also, there are various Telegram groups which you can be a part of, and वहाँ पे भी काफी internships और jobs की vacancies आते हैं. You can check the same out. Is there anything you all have to ask me, or else I'll end the session?
Yeah, ma'am, can you show an example of that cover page you're talking about?
Okay, I don't have any example as of now, but I can dictate you one if you
No,
wish to
ma'am,
have.
as in a
So,
picture. I want to see like the format.
acha, I don't think I
Pankaj,
have this.
we will send you on your mail ID.
Yeah, we'll do the same, Pankaj.
Okay, okay. That would be lovely. And ma'am, one more doubt I have. Like I have to write uh, the the websites, like I have to publish some stuff on websites like you said. So what do I have to do for that?
Hmm. There are
Start.
various other websites. I think Legal Zems also provides you. Prashant, do we provide blog writing, right?
Yeah, right.
So Legal Gems also provides you can contact Prashant sir. One of another website, if you wish to, is there's a website called Pro Bono, but I'd not suggest you to join there because they're not that great. Pro Bono India करके एक है, you can check that out if you wish to. और तो I'm not able to think. But in your
बहुत
first
सारी
year,
वेबसाइट्स हैं
second
जहाँ
year,
पे
please. हाँ, प्रो बोनो एक है, एक ई जस्टिस करके भी है, एक है। तो उन
Mm-hmm.
लोग के ईमेल आईडी, एक जस्टिफाई मी करके एक है, लॉ जस्टिफाई मी या जस्टिफाई मी समथिंग लाइक दैट। बट चेक
Yeah,
करते रहो
I'll
यार एक बार
check it
लिंक्डइन।
out later, but first I'll get in touch with Prashant.
Yes, yes, do the same. Another
Yes.
thing,
Okay.
I don't think I have to add on to that. Okay. Is there any other doubts? Anyone?
प्रांजलि यहाँ पे मैक्सिमम स्टूडेंट्स कौन से ईयर के थे? फर्स्ट सेकंड कौन से?
I think they are from second year or first year. If you are first year intern, stay chill. Do not pressurize yourself. But in your first year, I would suggest you to write articles. Second year onwards, you can start writing research papers. First year, second year के थे.
फर्स्ट ईयर स्टूडेंट्स के लिए एक इंटर्नशिप सजेस्ट कर रहा हूँ. यू कैन अप्लाई फॉर द सेम. इट इज अ नेशनल कमीशन
Hmm.
फॉर प्रोटेक्शन ऑफ चाइल्ड राइट्स. गवर्नमेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है. आप यहाँ पे अप्लाई कर सकते हो जो भी फर्स्ट ईयर स्टूडेंट्स हैं. यहाँ पे आपको दोनों काम मिलते हैं. या तो आप फील्ड वर्क चूज कर लो या फिर आप ऑफिस वर्क चूज करो. बेसिकली ये ऑर्गेनाइजेशन चाइल्ड राइट्स पे काम करता है. तो यू कैन अप्लाई फॉर
As
द.
a first year, second semester students, you can't work here.
या
But for your second year, I would definitely recommend, since you will have subjects like IPC, CRPC, CPC, तब तुम कोर्ट में जाना धीरे धीरे शुरू कर सकते हो if you want to get into litigation.
ये राइट.
But
और अगर
if you
कोर्ट में
want
अगर
to
आप.
get into corporate, start working for tier 3 law firms धीरे धीरे करके. चलो, I'll just
वन
keep
मोर
the
थिंग.
pause if there.
या वन मोर थिंग. जो भी अगर आप सेकेंड ईयर से अगर आप कोर्ट जाना शुरू कर रहे हो, ठीक है, तो कोर्ट में अगर आप जा रहे हो सेकेंड ईयर थर्ड ईयर जो भी है, तो वहाँ पे एक चीज़ का ध्यान रखना कि आपके पास एक क्रिमिनल मैनुअल होना चाहिए. और इनफैक्ट जिसको भी लिटिगेशन में आना है या फिर कोई सोच रहा है लिटिगेशन में आने के लिए, तो जस्ट रिमेंबर एक क्रिमिनल मैनुअल आपके पास होना चाहिए. क्रिमिनल मैनुअल में आपको एविडेंस एक्ट, सीआरपीसी और आईपीसी. अगर आप क्रिमिनल इंटर्नशिप के लिए अप्लाई कर रहे हो या फिर किसी भी क्रिमिनल एडवोकेट के अंडर में अप्लाई कर रहे हो, तो ये आप स्टार्ट कर दो पढ़ना अगर आप लिटिगेशन में आना चाह रहे हो तो. इट्स अ वेरी बेसिक. अदरवाइज कोर्ट में अगर आप जा रहे हो और कोर्ट मॉर्निंग जा रहे हो इवनिंग आप वापस आ रहे हो, तो उस इंटर्नशिप का कोई मतलब नहीं होता है.
Also, there's one thing which by the second year or third year max, you will get to know whether you want to choose academics, whether you want to go for professor, whether you want to go for litigation, corporate or judiciary. So second year तक अगर आपको समझ में आ जा रहा है, second year fourth semester तक आप internships एक दो कर लियोगे, तो you will get to know कि आपको कौन सी लाइन जानी है. आपको मान लीजिए फोर्थ सेमेस्टर में you get to know that no, I want to get into corporate, then start in doing internships in corporate sector only. Now, why I'm suggesting you this? Because your recruiter, if he is hiring you in your fifth year, after fifth year, or in your fifth year, he will only see whether you have done internships in corporate law or not. He will not see whether you have done internships in NGO or litigation. He will look
करेक्ट.
into the chronology that चलो इसने corporate sector में काम किया है, I can hire her. Similar thing goes with your litigation. अगर आप कोई lawyer के अंदर काम कर रहे हो और आप जॉब भी लॉयर के अंडर लेना चाहोगे, तो ही विल ऑल्सो विश टू सी कि आप पहले लॉयर में काम किए हो. देयर इज अ ह्यूज डिफरेंस बिटवीन working under corporate and doing litigation. Corporate में you are only given research work and max to max drafting a contract, MOU or AOU, whatever it is. But litigation is on field. So this is the difference. This is a major difference. And if you want to be a professor, अगर आप प्रोफेसर के लिए जाना चाह रहे हो, सेकेंड ईयर थर्ड ईयर से स्टार्ट राइटिंग रिसर्च पेपर्स. मेक श्योर यू एटलीस्ट पब्लिश गुड रिसर्च पेपर्स. एंड नाउ उन रिसर्च पेपर भी आप पब्लिश कर रहे हो, मेक श्योर दैट इट्स नॉट पेड. लॉक्टोपस में बहुत सारे आते हैं पेड रिसर्च पेपर्स. थर्ड ईयर तक आपको समझ में आ जाएगा कैसे लिखना चाहिए रिसर्च पेपर, क्या साइटेशन होनी चाहिए, क्या नहीं होनी चाहिए. So please, but if you want to get into judiciary, start working from now because judiciary में seats भी नहीं आती हैं उतनी. So make sure you settle your aim by the start of your third year, and work upon that. We'll
और
keep the
अगर
call. हाँ.
ये और अगर कोई डिसाइड नहीं कर पा रहे हो कि आपको कॉर्पोरेट सेक्टर जाना है, लिटिगेशन के सेक्टर में जाना है, कहाँ पर जाना है, सिंपल वे है, इंटर्नशिप करके देखो। कॉर्पोरेट सेक्टर में अगर आप सिर्फ सोच रहे हो कि मुझे कॉर्पोरेट सेक्टर ज्वाइन करना है, या फिर अगर आप सोच रहे हो कि मुझे लिटिगेशन ज्वाइन करना है, तो मैं ये सजेस्ट करूंगा कि अगर आपको जिस भी फील्ड को अगर आप चूज कर रहे हो, पहले उस फील्ड में एक इंटर्नशिप करके डेफिनेटली देखो। क्योंकि कोई भी, मान लो अगर आप कॉर्पोरेट में जाना चाह रहे हो, तो पहले आप देखो कि भाई आपके कॉर्पोरेट का वर्क प्रेशर आप हैंडल कर पा रहे हो, नहीं कर पा रहे हो। 9 to 12 का जॉब होता है कई जगह पे, मतलब 12 in the night। लिटिगेशन में अगर आप देख रहे हो किसी अगर अच्छे एडवोकेट के अंदर में अगर आपको काम करना है, तो वहाँ भी वर्क प्रेशर सेम ही होता है। वहाँ पे एक चीज़ कॉमन होती है, वो फील्ड वर्क एडिशनल होता है। कभी आपको पुलिस स्टेशन जाना हो, कभी आपको किसी दूसरे कोर्ट में जाना हो, अपीयरेंस मार्क करानी हो, तो वो एक फील्ड वर्क उसमें आपका एडिशनल हो जाता है। उसके बाद आपको ऑफिस में काम भी करना होता है। तो अगर आप उतना वर्क प्रेशर हैंडल कर पा रहे हो, तो उसके बाद आप डिसाइड करो कि आपको किधर जाना है। वो अगर आपने चूज नहीं किया या फिर आपको डिफिकल्टी हो रही है चूज करने में, तो और अगर आप चूज करके बैठे हो कि मुझे यही करना है, तो फिर जैसा प्रांजलि ने सजेस्ट किया आप वैसे कर सकते हो। अगर किसी को और भी क्वेरी है तो आप पूछ सकते हो, अदरवाइज वी विल एंड दिस सेशन।
No, it's clear now. I'll get in touch
ओके
with you.
गाइस,
Okay, bro. Okay,
ओके
bye.
श्योर, टेक केयर गाइस, गुड नाइट एवरीवन।
Good night.